All right, welcome everybody to the Rise Up Business event. We're super excited that you could be a part of this tonight. Myself, along with thousands of others, are in an amazing community called the Healthy Living Revolution. And our desire is to inspire families all around the world in their health and in their wealth. And at this time, I'm going to share my screen. And throughout this presentation, you'll be able to hear some amazing stories that I know will impact you and your family. Right. Let me, okay. All right, so we're going to begin with the foundation of health on tonight. And this is where uh, it consists of three layers. One is water, which is really important. Next is greens, which is equally important. And then a rainbow of fruits and vegetables. And where our business opportunity comes in is we actually help others all around the world be able to share a rainbow of fruits and vegetables by educating others, not just about the rainbow of fruits and vegetables, but how it all works together in your entire health, having to do with your exercise, your sleep, your mood, just every single thing that you could ever think of. It affects each and every area of your life. And what we found is all three of these areas, water, greens, and rainbow fruits and vegetables, when that is the healthy foundation that you have, that you are more likely to have not only a happier life, but also a healthier life. And even when storms of life come to hit you, that they don't really hit you as hard, you kind of bounce back. You bounce back better with having that foundation. And without that foundation, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. So the next thing I want to talk about is that water piece. Let's talk about that water piece. So most of our body consists of water. Our brain consists of 75% water. Our blood needs 83% water to function, and our kidneys need 83%, and so forth and so on. What I want you to know about this particular picture is that it's very important that we get water. We cannot live without it. But what is also very important is that water has something to activate. And that's where our community comes in. The rainbow of fruits and vegetables, the nutrients, the antioxidants, the phytonutrients, all of those good things. Water is looking for that. Water is looking to activate that in the body. And when it does not have that to activate in that, there's a lot of things that happen. Sometimes people get bloated, right? All kinds of things that happen. People begin to struggle in other areas of their body, and it's definitely linked to there's a foundational issue. Think about a house. When you're building a house, you cannot just have one part of the foundation. You have to have all those materials, everything that's required for a foundation. And if you're missing a piece, then guess what? It sinks. Or it's not going to last. And so that's where that comes in. All right. Let's skip this. Okay, so back to the rainbow of fruits and vegetables. This is where we do our part with those that we love, the people that we don't know, and people that we're meeting. We help them to add more color to their plate. Not only physically color to their plate, but we also have some nutritional support, which I'll share in a few, that helps them to add color to their plate. Because let's be real, most of the nutrition these days is deficient. It's lacking. It's going bad in your refrigerator probably right now. And we're having issues with even knowing what they taste like, because most of them taste kind of the same. And they weren't made to taste the same. So, yes. So by eating all the colors of fruits and vegetables, you will get health benefits of a more nutritionally complete diet. So let's talk about the statement I made. Why are people nutritionally deficient? What's going on? Well, it is known that we need 7 to, actually it's 9 to 13. It's not even 7 anymore. It's 9 to 13 servings. Put your fist up. That's a serving. So 9, 13 of these. A variety of fruits and vegetables every day. And if you're an athlete, you need even more of those. And if you're a pregnant woman, you need more too. And so the reason why we need so many of these fruits and vegetables, whereas back in the day, it was, I think the good saying goes, the apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now we need about 5 or 6 of those apples to make up the nutrition of one apple these days, because the produce is picked before it nutritionally develops. it also is transported thousands of miles before you even get it. And 90% of Americans don't even eat enough servings of fruits and vegetables. And let's not even talk about making it colorful, because we really are struggling in that area. And so this is where our nutritional support comes in. And it is called Juice Plus. And we have 5 things in our product line for our business and how we can aid and help families find that support. Our core product is right here, red, green. Oops, a second, put it on there. Red, green, purple, and orange, where you see the bottles there. That is the quad. That is our core thing. Another nickname for that is called the bridge. It is the thing that bridges between what we should eat and what we probably eat. This is our foundational thing. There is tons of research on Juice Plus and how it helps the heart, how it actually, at a certain point when you eat it, the DNA begins to transform. It's just really amazing. The things that food, whole food, can do in the body, because the body recognizes food. And it also recognizes when something is not food. And so it will dump it. And so what we want our bodies to do is actually go, oh, that's good. Let me take that so I can do what I need to do and give more energy. The other products that we have above, the complete and vanilla and chocolate, and also our Perform Juice Plus, I think that's in passion fruit, that they have that flavor. And that's what's called our macronutrients. That is something that we all need. We all need micronutrients, which is the quad, and then we need the macronutrients, which is the complete. And the reason why it has the name complete is because it is everything that a shake is not. It is 14 plants within the complete, and it is also low glycemic. And I think there'll be some news in a little bit, couple of days or couple of weeks ahead, of something else that they're going to do with that. So I'm excited to hear about that. All right. At this time, before I share about our last product, which is the Tower Garden, I want to stop here, and I'm going to have Joseph to unmute himself and to share his story at this time.
Thank you. My name is Joseph Luciano. On March 2015, when I was working at my old job, my mouth couldn't move at all. My saliva was coming out all over the place, and I couldn't control it. Also, during my lunch break, for some reason, I couldn't open my mouth and eat. And some reason, hold tight, I didn't realize you on pen, Shawnee.
I hear you. Go ahead.
You on pen? My bad. For
Good.
some reason, I lost my thought for a minute. Sorry.
Go ahead. You can unpin me on your side.
No, I lost my notes for a minute. I am so sorry. Oh my
Oh,
God.
you're fine. Just share your story. You're fine. Go ahead. Speak from your heart.
For some reason, I couldn't open my
Okay.
mouth. There you go. And I had to text someone on the phone that I need to go to the hospital. After my lunch break, I have to leave work early and rush to the ER. I was in 2 different hospitals. When I find out from the doctors, I found that I have MS. When I came back home, I decided to use the Juice Plus capsules and omegas because I didn't want to take any medication at all. I've been doing that ever since. Right now, my voice is doing well, and I have lots of energy, and my face is no longer crooked. In 2015, I started with the products. In 2018, I started with the business. Thank you so much for having me at this time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing your story. So everybody give him a round of applause. That is something that he definitely had to work at doing, of even just sharing his story. As he mentioned, he had saliva that was pouring from his mouth, and he ended up finding he had MS, and it affected everything. And so he decided to take back his health and began to jump, not only take back self, but also jump out there and kind of doing the things that, you know, are hard to do, by just simply saying yes more often. And I think that's one of the beautiful things of when you get your health back and when you're able to do all those things, you're able to say yes more often. But when you don't feel well or anything like that, you are clouded from doing anything, because everything that is asked of you. You don't feel like you don't feel like you have the energy to do, you don't feel like you can do when you don't feel well. Come on, everybody knows, everybody's been there at that point, whether you're there now or not. When you don't feel well, it's like you don't have the energy. And so what I want to encourage everybody tonight is say yes to you. You might can't say yes to everybody else, but you can say yes to your health. You're at least worth that. And so now at this time, I'm going to ask Priscilla if she can unmute herself and if she can share her story.
Okay, unmuted. Great. So my personal story was that I was having problems feeling more and more tired, fatigued, and coming home from work and feeling like I just had to crawl back into bed, and kind of like brain fog and not understanding what was going on. And so I took it, I said, let me just try it. I wasn't really enthusiastic that it would work, let's just say that. But after I got the trio, and after several weeks only, because they said you need at least 4 months before you can tell if something's going on in your body. And I think after several weeks alone, I started feeling so much energy, no more brain fog. And I thought, this is unbelievable. Because to me, I understood that meant that I was not getting the nutrition that I thought I was getting. I was just not getting it. And so that started my journey. And I was so excited with what was happening with me that people would ask me, and it was funny at work, people would ask me, they would see me taking this stuff and they're like, what is that? I'm like, oh man, it's changed my life. You don't understand. I wasn't getting enough nutrition. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I wasn't getting enough nutrition. And this just proved it, because I am at another level right now. And that's how I started sharing about the product. And but needless to say, it only took a couple of weeks for me to actually feel the impact. And after taking it now for so many years, I've taken it more than 5 years, I can tell that things are happening that I wasn't aware of. Like, slowly I got to the point that very few colds, if any, that I can remember getting in a year. Like before, I always got the flu. I always got sick at a certain time of year, and that got less and less and less. And if I feel sick, guess what? I double up and I start feeling better and I go on my way. So just be encouraged that it works and it's doing something in you as you're taking it. And I'm just thankful and grateful for the product, for Juice Plus.
Thank you for sharing your story. Awesome. I love it. I love hearing these stories as we do this. Now I'm gonna have one of my friends, and she's like a sister to me, and she's also a sideline buddy, and her story is really amazing. So I want you guys to hear it. Ruth Presley, if you can share your story.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I am Ruth Presley, and I love what we get to do every single day, because we impact lives for the better. And my story began back in 1994 when my sister got sick, and we decided to use nutrition rather than medication, because the side effects of medication was worse than her disease, and it was also MS. But as we were journeying along, I got sick because I was taking care of everybody and I wasn't taking care of me. I truly was putting the oxygen mask on everyone and not putting any on myself. So I ended up failing my heart. They call it congestive heart failure, but I said I failed my heart because I was putting too much of a load on her. And a friend of mine from 1997 to 2016, God and I were working it out. I was eating more fruits and veggies, going along, but I was tired every single day, just tired. My heart was functioning better, because when I was first diagnosed, my heart was functioning at 23%. If you don't know what that means less than 1/3 of a normal heart. But God was sustaining me, and my healthy changes were sustaining me. But like I said, I was tired every single day. A friend of mine introduced me to Juice Plus, and I'm not like some people. I signed up for the business and the products on the same day, and I never even ate them without even trying them. Because I tell people, my friend looks so good. I'm like, whatever she's doing, I'm doing that. Hook me up today, and I'm gonna sign up for the business. And lo and behold, 2 weeks in, I'm like, there's something different going on with me because I wasn't tired. It's like, oh, wow, I'm not tired. And I went back to my doctors in 90 days and my cholesterol was down 21 points because my cholesterol was spiking. And he thought that I needed medication because he said, I already know what you do. I know how you eat. I know what you're doing. It's probably your genes. And I said, hold that thought. I'll be back. Hold that. And that's when I started. And then in 90 days, it was down 21 points. And in a year, it was down 62 points. And any medical professional will tell you that's in and of itself a miracle. Medication could not do that. And Juice Plus does not claim to cure or treat any diseases. But when you give your body what it needs and you get everything starts turning around. So February 8th, 2018, I'm at my favorite heart doctors because I've been at the heart doctors since I was diagnosed in 1997. And he said to me on February 8th, 2018, this is 14 months after adding Juice Plus to what I was already doing. He said, Ruth, you have a normal functioning heart. I said, what you say? I made him say it twice. He said, you have a normal functioning heart. I said, I waited 21 years. And sometimes people want to answer in 21 days or less. And I didn't get sick overnight, but I held on to God's word and I held on to doing what I was doing. And February 8th was very important to me because my father, that would have been his 100th birthday, February 8th, 2018. But unfortunately, my father died at the age of 48 from heart disease, with heart disease. And I was only 10 years old. So I thought that was a very special day and a very special present to have a normal functioning heart. So I went back to the doctor 6 months ago and I got a pacemaker put in 2015, but I am no longer pacemaker dependent. So do what you got to do because your health is your greatest wealth. And you never realize that until you lose it. So we're here to say, don't lose your health to get it back again. Do the prevention side of things. And people say to me, well, how much does Juice Plus cost? I'll tell you, I eat everything they got, everything. And I invest about $6 a day. So I go like this, $6 heart transplant, $6 quality of life. You have to choose your hard. Life is hard. For me, it was harder being sick. Investing in Juice Plus, easy peasy. Every single day of my life, I'll be eating Juice Plus because in this world of nutrition, and I've been doing it since 1994, I've tried a lot of things and nothing has done for my body what Juice Plus has done. So the business and the products just make perfect sense to me. And I want to thank Deshawn for the opportunity to share.
Thank you. Oh my God, I love your story because I got to watch it front seat. And I actually know you and I know all like how it transpired and it blows my mind every time. Like it blows my mind every time and I'm thankful to God that you're here and that you're vibrant here. You know, like that means a lot to me because you're very important to me. So I'm so excited about that. Before I share my story, I'm going to share the screen one more time. Try not to be getting all teary-eyed. All right. And this is our last product that we have. This is amazing. It is the Tower Garden. Everybody loves the Tower Garden. It is not just the future of growing, and people are growing on it. Oh my God, forever. They've been growing on it for a long time. Everybody has it. Chicago O'Hare Airport has it. Disney World has it. I mean, anybody from your normal household to the biggest corporation has Tower Garden because you can grow 3 times as faster. Not only that, I was watching, and I know some of y'all say people don't watch this, but it's called Queen Sugar. I don't know if y'all watched that show. And I watched one of the episodes, and guess what the lady was saying? They were growing in the field, and she asked them, do you guys also grow indoors aeroponically? This was in the show, y'all. And she was like, if you guys should really, because they were talking about doing a co-op, and she was like, I really encourage you guys to also think about doing aeroponically because you'll double your yield. And I'm watching it, my mouth dropping, like, wow, you put this in the show. But it's true, like what she said, and this is how you grow in the Tower Garden. You grow aeroponically, and it literally doubles your yield. So there's people who grow outside in the garden, seasonally, and then people like myself and a bunch of us on this call who grow all year long indoors. And it really does grow so fast. I had a business partner and a client. She just got her Tower Garden, and she was like, when can I eat off of it? And I was like, 4 weeks. She was like, what? 4 weeks? I was like, yeah, girl, 4 weeks. You ready? So she began to eat off her Tower Garden. At 3 weeks, she was like, can I just take some? I was like, no, just wait. So every day she's waiting, and it was getting bigger and bigger. And she was excited because she never grew anything. She kills everything. And she was just so excited that I really, I told her she could do it, and she really actually could do it. And I know this because I could do it, and I kill plastic, so I know. So Tower Garden takes up 90% less space of water, less space and less water. It also is very safe and nutritious. And there's a lot of people using this from teachers to classrooms and just every single thing. Let me stop sharing the screen, and I would love to share my story. All right, so I began my health journey in 2004. I would say 2004 was when I was real health conscious. 2004, I graduated from college, and my mother and them, they came to pick me up from graduation, and everybody was worried about me because I had lost 20 pounds. And they were like, is something wrong with her? Because it was like a drastic 20 pounds that I dropped. But I also didn't look good when I dropped the 20 pounds. I looked very tired, and as I was a senior in college. But I wanted to put that out there. You don't have to be a senior in college and lose weight and look the way I was looking. You could actually look good. I'm just saying. So something was definitely going on. I believe I was losing the weight due to stress, and I really didn't have the whole picture of what that was doing to my body. And I want to say that because I know someone out there is like me that had probably tried everything and lost weight, and people like, oh, you lost weight, but you don't, you look a little sickly, or you might look in the mirror and your body look a little cray or whatever, and you think that's normal. It's not. Like, I've been there, done that. I don't want to do that. So from 2004, I began to be on this journey where I said, okay, I had lost this weight, but I needed to get my energy. Even after losing that weight, I was like, I need my energy. I need that glow that everybody keeps talking about. I need whatever it is. So I began on the journey, and I started doing green drinks. And I thought that was the thing, that green greens and the herbs and all that. But what I didn't know, if you remember that diagram that I showed you, herbs is at the top of the list. That means it's not really foundational. It's more at the top of the list. It's supposed to be something that enhances your journey, not the foundation. So I didn't know that. So I was getting some greens, thank God. That was a little bit foundational, right? But I was definitely not drinking enough water, which is why I probably looked really dehydrated. And I was definitely not getting enough rainbow fruits and vegetables. So fast forwarding to 2014, when I sat down and I wrote this list to God, and I said, God, I want to make this income. At this time, it seemed like a lot of income. Right now, I laugh at it, but it seemed like it was a lot. Back then, it was 6 figures, but it was just, on the low 6 figure scale, I'm going to say. So I wrote that down. I wrote down these hair goals. So that's me. I've been writing down hair goals, skin goals, everything, body goals, Christ goals, relationship goals, all of that stuff. And God heard my prayer, and I didn't know it. And so then a friend invited me to an event. At that time, it was stuff called Post My Party. I don't know if y'all remember that. And it was on Facebook. And there was these posts that you follow, and it was a Juice Plus event. And I was following these posts. And I just remember sitting there looking at each post and going, oh my God, I think this is what I need. I think this is going to be it. And so I didn't know if it would be it, but I just thought it would be. So the lady that shared with me, she invited me to the event. She told me about the product. She did not tell me about the business, you guys. Tisk, tisk, tisk to her. And she knows this because I tell her this all the time. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So meanwhile, I said, girl, I was like, I really want to do this product. And I was like, is that all there is? And she said, oh, well, there's the business. She said, like, oh, well, there's a bit like that. And I said, girl, why you ain't tell me that? I need to know everything. That was me. I need to know everything. So I said, you know what? I'm going to ask the person above her because she holding like out the information or something. So I ended up asking the person above her, and that was my friend Leah, who I became friends with. She laid it all out for me. She said there was an amazing program where you could sign up for the business, you could eat fruits and vegetables while you get paid to do it. And if that's all you want to do, that's fine. And if you want to do more, then I can show you more and all these things. And so I was like, oh my God. And I went back home and I told my husband, and the first thing my husband said to me was, are you sure you're going to do this? Right. So, and I was like, do I ever not, if I say I'm going to do something, do I ever not do it? He was like, well, you do. But I'm just asking you. And I was like, babe, not only am I going to do this for me, I said, I'm doing it for our family. Like our whole family's going to do this. We're all going to eat Juice Plus, and we're never going to pay for it. I said, we'll pay a couple months for it because the first 4 months, but we're never going to pay for it after that. And he was like, really? And I was like, I'm so serious. And so when I joined the business, there is so much bonus money that you had back then, and now they've increased the bonus money, which is crazy. What you earn on the product was amazing. But honestly, I just got so excited about Juice Plus. I didn't even have Juice Plus in my mouth. I had joined the business. I purchased my Juice Plus and it was not even in my mouth. And I got so excited because I had a reason to why I wanted to do something. And it was me. I was the reason. My family was the reason. I had prayed to God. And I was like, okay, God, like I'm not gonna be extra religious about this. You sent this. I prayed to you. You sent this. I'm gonna do this. Let's go. So I went and did it. 4.5 months into the journey of eating Juice Plus, I started with the trio and I started with the shakes. And then eventually I ended up adding Tower Garden and Omegas because they came out with the Omegas later on. So I'm doing this journey. Not only did I lose weight in this journey, which was not something I expected to do, I just wanted energy. I got energy in the first couple of weeks of consuming Juice Plus. I lost weight. I was 201 pounds and I went down to 140 pounds. And then, I got a big head. So my husband was like gaining a little bit more weight. So I did. So I could balance all that out. So anyways, so I did that. My husband, he ended up coming off his asthma inhaler. And let me disclaimer all of this. Juice Plus don't solve these problems. But it's just something that happens when you snatch your life. You feel me? You get your health back and you begin to get on healthy lifestyle. It does not happen like that with supplements. It don't, because the only thing that can give you the antioxidants is water and rainbow or fruits and vegetables. That's it. That's what gives you antioxidants. And I know that's what it was. I had a cold sore on both sides of my mouth that I could never get rid of. And I would have medication. My best friend knows this because she would watch me be getting these medications all the time for these strep throat that I had and a cold sore. And I never had to do that again. It's been 7 years. I have not had strep throat. I have not had a cold sore. I don't even know what that feels like to have cold sores. My face, this is not makeup, y'all. This is the glow from fruits and vegetables that's glowing right now. I don't wear makeup unless I go to the makeup artist for a shoot or, specific things. But during the week, this is how I look. So I have a little lipstick on. That's about all that I have on. This is rainbow fruit and vegetable glow. So that happened. My child, she was had really bad issues of constipation since an infant, like so bad where she would cry and I would have to check her because she couldn't tell me that she was constipated. She went from drinking juice every week, then I'm hunting down juice cells, to asking me for water, y'all, asking me for more water that she wanted. Whereas before I had to bribe her for water. So meanwhile, I'm doing this journey with my family, not just myself, because my whole desire, and this is still my desire, I want my family to create their custom lifestyle of happy, healthy memories. And even when we're going through the hardest time of our lives, I want us to be able to still enjoy our lives. I don't feel like when it's a bad time in your life that you still shouldn't be able to enjoy your life. And so that's what my goal has always been and will always be for our family, And while I was doing that, you guys, I noticed these checks coming in the mail and coming into my account, and they were from Juice Plus. And all while I was just having fun on my journey with my family. And I was being bold enough to get out there and share with other people about what I was doing. And as I began to do that, I was like, wow. I was like, this is real. Especially when I saw that first check, I was like, this is real. Like, I'm really getting paid to do this. And so it turned from covering the cost of my product to just doing this as a full-time thing. Like, this is what I do. And I absolutely love it. And I love the community that we're part of. I love the people that I get to meet. They're not perfect people, but we have one thing in common. We are all on a mission to inspire healthy living, and we get paid to do it. And so I definitely want to invite those who are watching this call tonight. If you are really serious and you love yourself, then truly love yourself and give yourself the nutrition that it needs. And begin today. If the person invited you, start your Juice Plus journey. Also ask that person to give you the free resources. There's some cookbooks out there that we have that are really amazing, especially the air fryer one. I don't know if y'all check that out. It's dope. So yeah, the air fryer one. There's an amazing Tower Garden one as well. They can send it to you. Get started, but you got to start. If you can't talk, you got to start. And once you start, trust me, you're gonna be like, man, I wish I would have started sooner. Because that's a lot of people usually say. So do that. And if finances is something that you believe God says you're supposed to have, then I definitely invite you to join the business. It is not expensive to join the business. It is only $52 per year, not per month, per year. That's $1 a Sunday, $1 on every Sunday. And so when you do that, that covers the cost of website, the maintenance, and it also covers everything that they do for you. You don't have to handle any products. You don't have to handle any money. Juice Plus does it all for you. All you do is spread the word about what you're doing and whatever your journey is, and then sharing with others. That's it. And so we thank you so much for joining us tonight on this amazing call, and have an amazing evening. And at this time, I will ask you guys to unmute yourself, and we'll all say goodbye.